Well, thanks. That's really nice. I mean, yeah, I have some tips now and again. It usually comes up during the games. It's hard to tell what you are struggling with, if you know what I mean. So yeah, you can always ask questions about the games, of course, if there's anything you want to know. I mean, I also played a couple of viewers the other day. So if you maybe want to play an unrated game against me, that's fine. Just maybe not today because I'm getting a little tired. For beginners, I'd probably recommend the Italian as white, and as black, maybe going for those lines as well, but I'd say it's not that much about specific openings all the time, but more about certain principles, like getting your pieces out and not wasting moves, not pushing too many pawns. Stuff like that is more important than specific move numbers. How do I do this correctly? Pawn. Maybe this is the most annoying. Then he'll certainly take here. I wouldn't recommend something like the Sicilian opening. Hanging pieces, like hanging piece is a piece that's undefended. So beginners often just let their pieces be undefended and taken for free by the opponent, or not taking free pieces of the opponent, or pushing too many pawns in the opening, stuff like that. Can I chase the queen away? Yeah. Not really, right? I mean, I could, but it doesn't really help. This pawn is annoying. You usually start by pushing one pawn in the opening and maybe a second, just to get a hold of the central squares, like these 4 squares, and like the center is like this part, and especially those center squares. So you might push a pawn to the center also to open up your bishops, but you shouldn't overdo the pawn moves. Let's just see if he's willing to trade queens. Then after this isn't probably defended. Yeah, but he might do something like this or this. Okay, that might be a small mistake. Well, at first, especially as a beginner, you should just look at the material count. So if the pieces have equal worth, then it's not a bad trade, just materialistically speaking. But also good opportunities to trade is when you're up material. So when you're up material and just trade everything down, then you come out on top at the end. Now I'm one pawn up, and which is not enough basically to trade everything down, but generally because I'm up material, trades rather favor me instead of the opponent. Well, I value all the pieces, but it depends. Sometimes it's your queen is basically your strongest piece, but also trading queens might be a good option sometimes. Now here, that was a bit stupid by me to trade too much down, because he got some kind of initiative. On my king, which forced me to open up my king. But usually, like, if you want to calculate the value, I'm not sure if you're familiar with that. Pawns are basically worth 1 point. Bishops and knights are worth 3 points. Rooks are worth 5 points, and the queen is worth 9 points. Oof. Yeah, that's the problem. Chess is a pretty concrete game, so it always depends on the situation. It's hard to generally say how to make pressure. Yeah, he's opening me up pretty badly here. He's gonna go here. Yeah. Not liking this at all. No, he's having the initiative right now. He was threatening to take some of these pawns because he was attacking with the bishop and the queen at the same time. And his pawn structure in front of the king is pretty intact right now. So right now I have to try to defend and then see if opportunities come up again to take the initiative. let's continue the trend and try to trade down pieces. Can take this. No, you're not bothering me at all, of course. If I'm looking like it, it's just because I'm tired. What is this? Really? I think he just blundered his queen. No, I'm very grateful for the questions. I'm just a little bit tired, you know. It's already a little bit too late, actually. Yeah, okay, I won that one, at least something. Well, let's just quickly go over the game. Yeah, at least it was a decent accuracy. In this game, for example, I traded a bit too much. It was just me trying to trade for the sake of doing so, because there was just one pawn up and it didn't really help that much. Yeah, and here he just... Now this is basically a beginner mistake, right? But it also happens at this level. 1400 is not like super good, but at least it's not certainly not a beginner level. Oh, thanks a lot for the follow, CGs. Very nice. Happy about that. Yeah, he just overlooked. I took the pawn. He had this thing going, the queen and the bishop staring at this, and maybe was so focused on it that he didn't see me taking the queen, or that I could take the queen. So that happens, and you have to recognize those mistakes, and maybe you can win some games by doing so. Next time maybe make it an unrated game. It's a bit safer. I don't really want to lose that many rating points, because I'm gonna lose 16 if I should lose this. Thanks for the follow, Dev. Very nice. Yeah, Dev. I can relate to it. It often happens to me as well that I, yeah, come out well after the opening, but later mess it up. I'd say the middle game is probably the most difficult part in chess. Every part is very difficult, the opening, middle game, and end game, but the game is the most complex in the middle game because the options are just too much. Yeah, of course it's unfair. I mean, it's just an exhibition. It's just a game for fun, you know. I also played today against a viewer that was rated 1800, and it's just a sparring match, an exhibition. It's no big deal. But you have been doing well for a rating of 700. I think you have played really well. You came out pretty good out of the opening. Let's see. Do I take or... Oh, I missed it. But no biggie, no biggie. Getting sleepy here. Getting sleepy. Yeah, I saw what you tried to do there. You tried to fork me, right? No. I mean, you just were ahead in material for a moment, so that's not bad at all. What to do? Let's just do this. GG. I'm gonna look at the game for a few seconds. I really have to sleep soon, so I'm sorry. I would go a little bit more in depth. Alright, see you another time, Dev. Thanks for the follow. So, we played a 4 knights game. That's about where my theory ends. Everything's fine. Yeah, you see, you didn't really make errors for a very, very long time. So this usually isn't so great when you open up your king. The computer says you're fine here, but I would be careful with opening up the king. Let's see, where are the most important moves. Yeah, sure, you're welcome. Yeah, the computer, for example, didn't like this move. But yeah, we are not computers, so we didn't find the best moves in the position. And you don't talk bad about your chess skill. You basically recognized when a piece of yours was attacked all the time and acted accordingly. So yeah, and here, I mean, it was a cool idea. It's just, if your opponent sees it, it's not inevitable. What you wanted to do was this, right? And I move, and it's basically, yeah, you're one pawn up here. But fortunately for me, I did see it, so I just took the knight. That was the idea when I moved the rook here, of course, so attacking both at the same time, and you can't save both.